All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minessotta Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
55, Mike.
Topper!
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's see what you got.
Play fake. Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Stay with your man. He's coming. 64, weak.
Kill.
Under 10.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Sam off.
24, check 24. Watch the eye.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got him.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready? 30 base.
Check, 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 check.
Now.
Here's Campbell to throw on. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Campbell looking to throw on second down. Looking for Campbell downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 62 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Here we go. Here we go.
On third down, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minessotta touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 47 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Catch made here by Campbell. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54. Set the tone, defense. Set hard. Check 3. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch twins.
2nd and 10. Buying time, and it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
Let's go, B.
They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action. Campbell. Ebron caught left side. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Campbell. Off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw is Campbell. Off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Colts 23-yard line.
On play action, Cousins. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cook. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 29, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect up and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Rock it.
Tighten up. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey, go.
To throw on second down, Campbell. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Penning. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. On 3rd down, Madsen. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Pilot, 64, weak.
On 1st down, Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graves. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Church. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Madsen able to find Deion Kane, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Come on, set. 8-3. Recon, 132 fighter. Fire.
On 1st and 10, Madsen. That's complete to his receiver, Kane.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Go 58 to the mic. I got one. 58.
Throwing on first down. Madsen. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Madsen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Mike, 58, right there. Pick me up. Here we go.
X3, 218, chopper. Bravo. What? Hit it.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Kane. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Lawrence Guy, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Madsen, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the eye. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long.
Look at me. Go, get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Church, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Topper.
From the gun on third down, Madsen rolling to, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Penny. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
22 jet bomber.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On second down, here's Penny. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Penny, a first down carry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction, because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rashad Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it. And now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Mike, 58, right there. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On 4th down, Madsen. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down now, Church, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
X3, 218, chopper.
Lock to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 1 final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody, from Indianapolis.